to talk about some of the weapons that were used in the War of 1812 now. We all have a different firearm here currently, so we'll talk about those first. Starting over here on the left, that's a French Thule. It's a smooth bore. Could also be considered a trade gun, as is the next one. That is definitely a trade gun, Northwest trade gun. Northwest Trade Company was a large trade company at that time. They did a lot of trading, bringing goods over to North America to trade with the Indians for furs and such they would take back to Europe. Both being smooth bore, it's kind of like throwing a baseball. You can throw it like a curveball, it's going to come out and it's going to curve different ways. It's not very accurate at a very long distance. Both of these are rifled. So inside there are grooves that spiral down to the bottom, and it's more like throwing a football. When you throw it, that ball comes out, it has a spiral on it, it's going to be very accurate, 200-300 yards to make an accurate shot. These are going to be mass produced mainly in Europe. Well, these are going to be produced in the States. Rifles are produced more in the States because of the skilled labor here, where smooth bores are produced under manufacturing conditions in Europe. This is a military style. It's the second contracted rifle by the United States. It's an 1803 Harpers Ferry. This is a Virginia rifle. It would have been produced in the Virginia area. They also produced them in Pennsylvania and all up along the East Coast. In addition to the, in terms of loading these are all Flint Locks. So there is a piece of flint right here that will strike this piece of metal. When it strikes the metal, it creates a spark and it will light powder in this pan. So the way this is loaded is you first pour powder in the down the barrel from a horn or from a cartridge. You put your ball and patch on there, you pull out your ramrod, you ram it down. You then put a little bit of powder in this pan, you close the frizzen, you pull this back, and then when you pull the trigger, it'll spark in there, lighting the powder in here and firing the projectile. This is a cartridge. When you were called up, you were required to bring enough powder, lead, and ball molds to make rounds for your rifle. And the militia, since everybody's rifles were different, the regulars, they were issued their balls and powder. In addition to the guns, a lot of times you carried a knife. So you can see he has a number of knives on him. You might carry a hawk as well, tomahawk. And these are all for different purposes. You can use it for not just in the woods, but it's also for defensive and other weapons as a weapon as well.